Hello and welcome to the Tarkis Zone. Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to be looking at the game Frozen Flame, and today we're going to be doing the day in the life of Tarkis here on the server. Right now I'm just trying to collect some nibbler armor or leather. That's the leather that you can get off the nibblers. Unfortunately, and I don't know, maybe this is just a game design, they've made it so that you only can get one of the nibbler leather per nibbler. It'd be nice if they had a skinning function in this game. We have a chance to get more than that. And they've made a few significant changes in the game where you're going to need more of this resource than you did before. One of the things that I've noticed under the Q command, if you go to wooden and go to try to do a roof, now it requires leather to do the roof, and before it just required planks. And I don't understand the reasoning of that, why leather would be required to build a roof, but they added it to the game. So that means for you to build this type of roof, you'd have to go slaughter a whole crap load of nibblers. And you'll also notice that they changed the icon too, of what, or the, I guess it's not an icon, or the imagery of what it, so it's now a square piece of cloth, where before update 2, it was more, looked like a I don't know, like a hot dog kind of. It was singular, it was circular and long. Now it looks like a piece of leather. So now, if you're noticing, when you go to build something or into your recipes, and you're seeing, because if you go here to wooden and go to there, it doesn't tell me what that is. If you're familiar with what the icons look like, the planks, I knew what those look like. And then all of a sudden, this new thing was like, you need this also now. And it's like, what is that? And I didn't know what it was until I went to the crafting bench to try to craft a bit of armor. And then that says nibbler leather. And I was like, oh, they changed the icon to that, or what the image is of what that item resource is. So it now looks like this. So if you're wondering why it looks like this now, that's a development thing. They changed the development of that. But I tell you what, honestly, I'm not going to build any of those roofs with with that needed armor. How many nibblers I would have to kill and slaughter, unless the newer maps have a lot of them to go kill. But I mean, I killed the 2 that were here about 7 minutes ago. I knew I could go. I don't have flight yet, so I don't have flight yet. So it's not like I can fly anywhere. I'm in the mid. It says craft a bone pickaxe at the stone workbench. That's where I'm at in the game, and I basically took some time to get to 11th level before I wanted to tackle this. And I guess I'm not going to wait for them. I'll come back. So let's go this way. I won't tell you how many times I died just jumping across that with the server lag we were getting. I died, I would say, I think it was 6 times. I died so many times that the leather I was wearing, I can't use it right now. So that's why you see me with cloth. So there was so many times I just tried to cross this bridge and jump over that small gap, and I would end up way over there dead, falling to my death. So we have been experiencing some major lag issues on this server since the update yesterday. Not the update 2, but they did some sort of update yesterday morning or this morning that required me to update the server. And everyone since that happened has been complaining about a little bit of lag, and it was getting frustrated to the point where they stopped playing. Right now I'm the only one on the server. Yesterday I had 11 people on the server, and today it's just me. Now it could be just me because of the holidays, but there were a few people that were really complaining that the server was having some lag issues. And these are people that live in New York State. Now it could be the storm too. I mean, who knows what the internet is doing with the big storm that's coming to the US, but there has been some major lag spikes on the server since this morning. Now what I did is I went to the server and I restarted it a couple times. I also, because I'm not an idiot, I went to settings, and I was playing this. I'll go to automatically detect. So I'm going to do that, right? And the system tells me, or did used to tell me, yeah, the system tells me, oh, you can run this on ultra, no problem. And this is what I was running this game on up to today, because when I run it on ultra, the lag was getting worse. In addition, it was just getting, I'm not getting it now, but it was getting worse. And I know that we were getting it more and more as more people were joining the server. So, I'm not really sure what it is, to be honest with you, but we're getting it. So what I did to play it safe, I went to settings and I said, well, I'll just play this game on medium. I shouldn't have to, but I'm going to change it to medium. It doesn't look as nice, but the lag is a little less. I mean, it's still there, but it's less than what it is when I have the box on ultra. And I've got a beefy computer, guys. I'm not a shirker. I don't have a potato. I bought this computer maybe 5 months ago, and it's got all the bells and whistles, and I can do so many games that I've played with this computer that has given me no real issues. So I know my computer can handle it. So I don't know what might be the lag issue here, but it just, hopefully it settles down. If it settles down after the storm, then we know what it was. If if the next patch comes out and it settles down, then we know what it was. So there was one person last night, this morning, it was after I rebooted the server at 10 a.m., it just rage quit. They're like, oh, I can't tell you how many times this nibbler's killed me. And I was like, well, why is that? And it's like, it's lag. It's like, it's crazy. It's like, I've taken no damage and then all of a sudden I'm dead. And it's like, wow, it was that bad for that person. So I even recommended to them, turn down your settings, reboot your router, reboot your computer. Try those things first. You can just recycle your router, just clean it up, and then reboot your computer, come back in and see. And the person basically was raging on me. It's like, Tarkis, I'm not an idiot. I tried all that. It's like, okay, yeah, oh, you're right. And they'll be back to play. I know they will be. It's just they were just angry that they were trying to get some playtime in before they were stuck at holiday family time, and they wanted to be able to play the game and not feel like they were getting killed. It's one thing to get killed because of a mistake that you made in your gaming, but it's another thing to be killed if the server's lagging. So you can see here, I still got the basic equipment. Again, I haven't got the flight yet. I've got the basic equipment. I've got all cloth on only because my leather items that I got from some boss drops, I can't use it right now without repairing it. Like, I'll go grab it out of the box so you can see where my dilemma is here. Here's my box back here. So I'm just going to pull this one out. I'll pull them both out. I didn't want to carry them around for the extra weight, so I put them in that crate. But if I go to, I believe it's this table right here. If I go to this table here and go to repair, just to repair this, I need to kill 3 nibblers. I can get the solid essence. That's not a problem. That's only 3 flint in a seed. That's a issue. No. And then I need 4 nibbler armors to repair this one. So that's a lot of nibblers I got to kill just to repair my stuff. That's, if the nibblers are only dropping 1 per kill, that's a lot of nibblers. That's a lot of nibblers I need. And then if I want to put this type of roof on, then I'm going to need a nibbler per roof. So I said, heck with that. I'm just going to make a flat roof. I mean, if they're trying to get it so that people can't be creative anymore, because I'll tell you what, I love to be creative, but I'm not going to be that creative to go out and kill 100 nibblers so I can put a roof on my property. That doesn't make any sense to me. I can understand that if it was another item in the world that you had to go get, and it, maybe slate or whatever you needed to go get to make that roof, but to go have to go kill a bunch of mobs that are just a pain in the butt to kill to put a fancy roof on your house just seems silly to me. It just really does. To me, it doesn't seem like that component that's needed to build this wooden roof is the component that it just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. So as you can see, my building has a flat roof because the flat roof, I'm just using the flooring, that only requires 4 planks. So I can button this place right up with a flat roof. We can go up there. Actually, I got some stairs back here. So it's just a flat roof. If that, I mean, because that's what the game developers are telling Tarkis to do. Because Tarkis is not going to spend 5 hours killing nibblers so I can put a roof on my house. That doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. And then I have to kill them to repair my items too. It just seems, and there's not enough nibblers in the world to make it worth my effort, because I know where most of them are. I haven't got flight yet, but even if I get flight and go find them, that's a lot of effort just to put a dang roof on my house. I mean, that just seems silly to me. And that's just my opinion of it. So other things that I've noticed with the update, I haven't gotten to any of the new content yet, because what we did is we did a whole refresh. I took over the server management. I got a G Portal server. I gave us a new IP address. Everybody's starting from scratch. Over the last few days, we've gotten some amazing people on the server. I would say at one time we had 11 active people on the server. And then again, this morning is after some sort of update they did, people were like, yeah, this isn't worth it. I'll wait till after the holidays. Hopefully they figure this out. Because it can get trickly bad. Now, you don't really see it, right now just with me on the server. It just seemed it was really plaguing the server with the more people we had. So that could be part of it too. And the other thing is, people, I have a pretty good internet connection. I can upload most of my, if anybody knows, your uploads, your smallest ability, download speeds are incredible. Your ISP is going to give you incredible download speeds. But and then what they do is, okay, you upload this, or, you get whatever upload they get. Now I can upload a half-hour YouTube video in less than 4 minutes on my system. So that tells you what kind of internet connection I have. It's pretty beefy. So I don't play around when it comes to my gaming, especially if I'm going to judge or review someone's game. I would be the number one a-hole in the world if I'm judging your game based on my shitty hardware and my shitty internet connection. That's bad on me. I mean, that's just crazy. So I'm coming at this to say, look, I'm getting lag, and I have done what I could to try to reduce it. And it is what it is. And maybe it's just the G Portal server causing some, the hamster's not running quick enough. Who knows? Maybe they haven't tweaked something that they needed to tweak for the new update. I just know it started happening today, and and the people that were playing, gave up and went on to their holiday stuff, and they're hoping that it gets fixed when they get back. But this video is just like, this is where I'm at. This is my welcome center. So yeah, this video is basically just where I'm at with the game right now. Haven't really got to the new content. I haven't got any of the holiday stuff yet, because again, you need the flight to do that. I'll be doing that next. I did want to build this welcome center before I did anything else. See how I put the torches underneath here? At night, that's a pretty cool effect. I also did one over here. So this way you don't have to put the lighting in the building. The building gets the lighting from underneath. See? And then the things are not in your way. And I had a couple that need some fuel, so I'm just going to pull some branches out of here and just give them some fuel here. That's for my branches. There's no better way to get rid of branches in this game. Just go and feed them to the torches. There we go. I did notice one right outside here that wasn't lit. Oh, there we go. So yeah, I mean, this is an interesting way that I chose to do the lighting in the building without having to take up. And then what's nice is these torches do not get degraded by the environment, because they have that shelf above them, so they're protected from the elements. Oh, I guess I can activate that from out here. There we go. We'll just feed them a little bit more. So that gives a nice glow inside. I wish they had a torch or something that could go to the ceiling that hangs down, like a chandelier kind of thing. That would be neat. I don't know how you would fuel it, unless it would be a chandelier that's like the holiday lantern where it's on all the time. Once you activate it, it's on all the time. Or you could build the chandelier, and when you build it, it automatically goes in activation state. So when you place it, it's on. So if you end up putting it in the ceiling, and you can't reach it to activate it. It's an asset that activates itself when placed, and then you have a chandelier that lights your room. And that would be nice to have, but with it now is I just put them outside and let the light shine through the floor. I do have a couple inside here, only to give it some light. But I think the lanterns kind of get in the way, or the torches kind of get in the way if they're inside. Because people go to click on what they want to do, and they end up clicking on a torch. So they just want to be able to do the workbenches. Oh, that stove went out. The other thing I noticed about the stove this time around is it doesn't drop coal. And I'm assuming you're getting it in another way. I haven't done the new content yet. I'm just plugging at it here, trying to just get the server, manage the server so that we had a nice welcome center, that people felt like they were welcome. In our welcome center, we put our server rules on our Discord channel, so our Discord is there. And obviously our Discord is a different Discord channel now because I'm hosting. So I kind of made my own Discord, or I'm using my Tarkis Zone Discord that I've had open for years and years and years. Anytime I have a business meeting that somebody wants to talk to me, and any other avenue doesn't work for them, I'm like, oh, do you got Discord? And they're like, yeah, I do. And we'd jump on my Discord server, and then we would just chat real quick. And what's also nice with Discord is you can send links and images and whatnot. So it just is a dirty way of doing a little business, have a business meeting with somebody that doesn't have another tool that you might use to do it. So Discord I'm familiar with it. So that's our information right there. And that's where we put our rules. You'll just go there, read the rules. I had a person last night that got frustrated with me because it was interesting. They got on the server and they just started attacking people's boxes and stealing their stuff. And it's like, well, why are you doing that? Well, this is PvP, isn't it? I was like, well, there's a difference between PvP and there's a difference between that and stealing. I said, at this point, you're just stealing from people because they're not on the server. You're just destroying the boxes and taking their stuff. Well, this is PvP. It's like, no, did you read the server rules? No PvP allowed on this map. So the Cradle of Keepers, we have determined our server rules is there is no raiding or PvP on this island. I said it's part of the rules. And they're like, well, that's stupid. This is a PvP game and you got PvP set. And I'm like, well, yeah, you can PvP all you want outside of the new island, but please just don't show up to our server and steal people's stuff. That's kind of ridiculous. And the person who rage quit on me just was like, You're an idiot, Tarkis, setting up a PvP server with those stupid rules and whatever, and they left, and I haven't seen them again. And I don't think the rules are stupid, because this is a campaign map. I mean, it's a campaign. Yeah, granted, they allow you to turn the PvP on if that's what people want to do, and I don't think it's a lot to say you can do it on all the new content that they made. You just can't do it here. And the people that came back on the server with their stuff gone, I explained it to them. They said, no problem. We didn't have really much in that anyway. But yeah, we kind of need to let people know. And it's like, well, the only way we can let them know is when they join. I tell them in chat. I write it down here, or they can just go to our Discord and read it. And that was that. I mean, I'm trying to not anger people or make people frustrated to come on my server, but I don't want to anger the people that have been here and understand the rules and have obeyed the rules. Because I've got so many people that have built homes. You go walk the world, which we'll do at another time, and they built some nice homes, and just to have some guy come and destroy their homes and take their stuff, and they've been on the server less than 8 minutes, I was like, that's not PvP, that's just outright stealing from people. That's just the way I looked at it. And he's walking around and he's encumbered. The guy's walking around encumbered. I'm like, well, geez, you've only been on the server 8 minutes. You have no weapons. You got no armor. How'd you get that stuff? And it's like, oh, I got the first axe. And I'm like, oh, you got the first axe and you're fully loaded with wood? Oh, no. And they come on walking off. So I just basically backtracked where they came from and noticed that a person's house had been ransacked and all the boxes were gone. And it was like, did you just do that? Oh, yeah. It's like, it's a PvP server. It's like, oh, my goodness. No, that's not allowed. So if you want to come to my server, those, you can check out the rules, but just leave people's homes alone in the beginning map, and leave their loot chests alone in the beginning map. I did tell people if they build a structure anywhere outside the map, that they could be raided and people can destroy it if they want to be jerks about it. And I did tell people not to destroy teleporters. That's part of the rules. Don't destroy someone's teleporter. And someone's like, oh, that means I can go to, I'm getting frozen here. There's one person's like, so that means I can go raid somebody in a PvP zone and bring it to my house where it's safe. I said, if that's what you want to do, you can do that. But how many people are really going to leave important stuff out in a base that they know can be raided? Of course, everyone is going to build at least one structure in the safe area to keep their important stuff, and then might leave crap in the structures that they build outside. I mean, it's just the way it is. It's the way that I just want to make sure that those people who are playing the game for the campaign don't feel like they have to worry about their stuff every minute because somebody's just raiding their house. And I think when the game develops into a PvP server, when those public servers come out, I imagine that's the gist of what's going to happen is people are just going to be looting people's homes all day long. I mean, because that's what I see the point of that server is. But when somebody joins your server during a campaign with PvP on, it doesn't mean you can just do whatever you want, especially when we have put some rules together and have tried to point them in the right direction of where those rules are. All right, well, again, this is the Welcome Center. I hope I didn't get too lengthy with this video. I just really wanted to show you where I was at today, and still playing the game. Here I am, and I know it's right before the holidays, and I want to wish everybody a happy holiday, and be safe. There's a huge storm, freezing cold coming through the United States in the next couple hours. I mean, some people already hit from it, but where I am, we're going to get the bulk of it in the next few hours, and it's going to be like 12, 13 hours of 80-mile-an-hour winds. So everybody be safe. Well, thank you for joining me.